Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back. This is going to be episode 4 of our Solo World playthrough with no mods of the new Update 12. As you'll recall, in the last episode, we had placed our first furniture, so we have the bedroom. We saw the new rotational feature that was added. We learned that we can't put our table and our bench in the small room that we produced, so in this episode we are going to be expanding the house and looking toward going into mining with our next star. So let's get rid of our title screen and get back to the game. We are currently... What were we making? Oh, our dowel rods for our hard-hewn logs. Hard-hewn logs. We got plenty of hardwood in storage already for these. So this will be produced as we go. So we need to look at what we want to do in the meantime. And I think what we're going to do is take out this little hill that's in our way. So let's find our cart until some hewn logs get built. Not the greatest, but yeah, we'll come back and fill that in later. We'll pick up that crushed granite right there and eventually replace it with dirt from somewhere else. But we have no use for it just yet until we get to engineering. So there's no point in picking it up and storing it. It's all part of our methods to terraforming. God damn it. Hit that, not... Sometimes that's the problem with trying to go too fast. You end up moving the cursor before it registers that you're picking up what you had it targeted at. Especially when you're going from a farther distance away. Too hungry. Well, at least we'll have a good start on making some roads. Or for that matter, you know, eventually just turning this into sand. So we were going to make this all this height, so at least for that area. Might do some more work on it later. I don't care about these stupid flowers. They don't have any use really for anything that I'm doing. The only thing they would be is see, as you can see by the tulip that I picked up in the jungle, is they're used in the cellulose fiber recipe on the tailoring bench. They're used to make charred mortar because they're a plant fiber. They can be used in the compost filler in fertilizer skill or making tulip seeds. So, not really a lot of things to be done with them. So, same thing would go for these daisies. I do have a daisy over here. Where's it? Right there. Same thing. Cellulose, charred, compost, or composite, and seeds. So they really don't have a lot of good usage. At least not to anything I'm doing. Yes, it's nice to grab the shovel to pick the stuff up. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fill this little spot in. But it's easier if you're using a mining pick or something else in order to drop the dirt back down. So you don't get the shovel animation. Ah, already empty. Clay we're just going to leave there as well because we don't have anything that can use clay, so there's no point in picking it up. We're not going to do the terraforming like we did the last time. We're actually just going to pull the dirt, move it. If we have to find dirt from somewhere else, we will. So we're already got about 40 hewn logs, so we can go expand the bedroom to be able to put the table and the bench in, give us more housing bonus. And then we'll work on, we need to expand the bathroom by one more tile too. I forgot about that. There's nothing up on there, is there? No. So yeah, we could just go ahead and remove that. Alright, so almost filled this hole up. Get this filled in. Now we'll start throwing it in that other hole. Start filling in this hole. So we want all this area to be the same height, so this part will stay up here, but that section we want that height. We'll eventually take out that one. No, I think we decided we were going to leave that up there. Never mind. Alright, we'll drop these and then we'll go back to the house and start building again. We'll leave the cart over there. Alright, so let's get that out of the way because we're going to want to put one there. This hill will get demolished. Alright. So we need to expand this by at least one more tile. Okay, let's go inside real quick. Well, I just messed that up. What I needed to do is leave those two. So now that's the bathroom. Okay, this room is now 36 and we needed status. We're at 28 of 36 and we need 6 meters for that. So that puts us at 32. And we need 6 for that. So that puts us... No. It puts us 34 and 40. So we need to expand this by at least 4 more cubic centimeters. So that means this area right we'll just expand this wall. expand the entire room by one. And once we have the outer wall done and the roof on it, we'll go back inside and pull up the other one. Alright. So now that's done. Alright. I hate darkness. I can't tell spacing. Oh, that's so much better. Being able to put that so much closer. God damn it. Come on, give me some daylight so I can see which way this... That's a book. There, we'll just put that there. Alright, so now we're up to 9.1 on our bedroom. Why is the nightstand not counting? That makes no sense. Why is it considered like it's outside? It's on solid ground. I gotta figure that one out. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why it's not counting as being in the room. Because it is on the property. There is no reason for it. It's on the property. Why is it considered not considered in the room like everything else is? Wonder if that's a bug. I think that's a bug. Alright, I'll just save that there. We'll come back to it later. I think that's a bug. Ah! It was the way it was rotated. So apparently I had the shelf pointed in a certain direction that it was stick to where the shelf, when the drawer right here was out, or would be considered in the out position. Because if you watch carefully, you see how the drawer pops out. That was obviously when it's in the out position where I had it positioned. It was sticking out of the wall, considering it outside. So now we are at 12.19. Alright, so now we have our bedroom. We are working towards looking at our carpentry, which is not even 18 points off. Damn it. Alright, we gotta find something to make carpentry. I guess what we're gonna have to do is check our skill. Carpentry, level 1. Can't do lumber yet. As much as I don't want to do that. Machinist table we're nowhere near. The loom would be the only other thing. Guess we're gonna have to make the loom. Yeah, we're gonna have to make the loom. But in order to make the loom, we're gonna need basic engineering. Ah, damn, come on. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something we can make. You know what? I think we're just gonna make one small sign. 5 regular wood, 5 boards, and 4 hewn log. So we can make basics. Alright, so we need 190 dowel rods for that. But in order to make the loom, we're going to need to make 20 boards. No, that's not what we were doing. We were making a small sign. God, get with it, dummy. We need 2 boards and then 4 hewn logs. Okay, so 2 boards. 4 regular. Move that there. Move that there. And then say we need 190. So we'll do that. There. That way this gets made, and then we will be making the hardwood again. It's about the order in which you do it so that it gets pulled from the stockpile in the right order for something else. Alright, what are you missing? Fiddle ferns. That's what I figured. Alright, so there's that, there's that. We're not going to put the sign in just yet because otherwise it would take part of our hardwood hewn that we have in the stockpile, because it's going to pull the first thing that's available. So we need these other 4 to be done. So we need to move these further back. It's going to pull the first ones in the stockpile. We need to make the kitchen. One more, then we put the sign in. Alright, now we can put that sign in. Actually, you know, you could make it out of whichever type you wanted, or you could just make the basic. So since we have cedar as soft, there's a cedar. Okay, that's needs 22. We gotta go get something. Let's go cut another cedar tree down. Oh, come on. This is why I want to get this out of the way. I ran over a prairie dog running, and I do 2 points of damage to it. Hey! Go away! Go away! I don't want you, wolves. What, because I run over your little prairie dog friend, you gotta come chase me? You know what? Since I'm here, let's just repair this. Gotta love how they stick in the tree. Alright, that should take care of that. That's got enough there. So, that's got 20. We just brought back 20, so that's enough. We want to make cedar, so we'll make this. And we will move that in front. So we want our carpentry. so we can make our latrine. Yeah, I know I can't do that. I'm gonna have to make more boards. I'm gonna have to make more hewn too. Actually, since we haven't put any labor in, we're gonna do that because we don't want to use hardwood hewn. We're gonna have to make more, so we'll have to do that later. Alright, so let's go to wall. Make a little room, and then we'll fix that later. I'm gonna end up turning that into this little area into the craft room. Broken hammer. There's our carpentry. Oh no, that's self-improvement. Yep, I guess I was wrong. There's our carpentry. I was close. Alright, now we got that. Let's continue working this so that we can close this in. So now we got that done, we can come over here, pick up our research table again. We're going to put the research table right over here. Not in a room. Of course it's not in a room. Because we got this too big of an opening right here where the steps and the stair go. So we got to wait till the... yeah. I think we're going to change it up. We'll probably end up putting this in its own little room back here. And we'll move the other table forward. So let's pick this back up. Once that's done, we're going to pick it up and we're going to redo this Adobe building back here, just so it's set better for our research table. We can go to here. Go one more. We'll eventually do it, but not right now. Actually, too hungry. Yeah, we'll have to clean out that sand, that limestone. Alright, so we ought to pick that up, move the table that way. So maybe we got 54 left. Oh wait, we wanted to make the latrine. We don't have any boards for the latrine. Got 20 there. And you see long too. God damn. Really don't want to use hardwood. Alright, let's go get cedar. So we need, I don't know how much we need. Probably one more tree will do it. One more besides the one that's on the ground. So we need 20 for the boards, and then we need to make the hewn logs for it. These two, and then we'll go back. Alright, so now let's go in here. Storage. Those are in first, so we can make our 20 boards. And then we need to make, where's the latrine? Five hewn. Alright, this is going to give us 66, 66 that we need for that. Plus another 8 for that. That's 74. And that's only going to give us 48. So we need... yeah, we'll just do that. That'll be enough dolls. Alright, so while we're waiting on dowels and other stuff, let's get this limestone out of the way. Good players, or better players, know how to manipulate it. And just like that, we put a wall over there. You doubt me? Well, go look. Oh, look at that. I just made a couple tiles, but still. Too hungry. That wasn't too bad, you know. I did pretty good on getting that placement. do this, and then we can start pulling up the Adobe. Of course, it's going to change the ability of it being in a room. We'd have to change the stair, redo the stair and the other aspect there. So we need 9 more to finish that out. Put 1 more here, then we can just take that out because it'll be an enclosed room. So this is not considered a room anymore. I don't know why it's not. Should be. Should be considered a room. Oh well. Because that's... Why is it not considered a room? Room requirements. I want to know why it's not considered a room. Why is it not considered a room? Asteroid going past the moon, that was cool. Why is it not considered a room? Should be considered a room. all on the deed. It makes no sense whatsoever. How is it not considered a room? Just because that's down one tile does not change the fact that it's still a fucking room. Fine. Get these out of here. That should be a room. Why is it not considered a room? Alright, fine. Let's move this stuff out of here and over to here. This is confusing me. Tell me, why is it not considered a room? It has walls all the way around. Yes, that is there. The only thing I can think of... There we go. Obviously, Adobe plays differently. Oh, wrong table. Okay, so don't have the geology basics yet because we don't have mining. We're about to. A couple more crafts and we'll have it. Let's finish this out. We'll probably pull this wall up. Actually, we might as well do it now. want to change this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 36 in total. Oh, we got 6 minutes before we can do anything. Alright, so we need 36 in total. So we need 12 more. You can either pick up some of this, but I really don't want to. There's our mining star. So if we did that, we need 4. Okay, let's just change this up. Put this here. This here. Put that there. So then we can go and pull these up. That should give us more than what we need in order to... Yeah, we got 46. We need 30 something once that room finishes. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the way. While we're sitting here waiting, mining, so we can start with our getting our modules up. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and use this limestone. What that's going to do is that's going to be able for the masonry that we'll eventually do. But basic engineering, where's basic engineering? No, that's going to be for our basic engineering. Alright, and then we'll have to do... No, that's advanced, so that's mortared. So we'll have to do the masonry book. So do 3 of these as well. So we'll have to go get some more crap that we don't like to eat. And you know what? We got a swamp right over here. Let's go get some rice. Wrong way. It's either we find the tomatoes that have regrown or we go pick some rice and bring that back. Let's go find rice. Rice is an easy one. Ooh, that's right, we want some fiddle ferns too. Make that salads. One more, I gotta deal with this. Sorry about that. That was about my actual work. So now we got plenty of rice. At 95, that's enough to do our research pages. We're starving, so let's go over here where we know we can eat pumpkins. Find ourselves some pumpkins to eat. There they are. That'll get us some movement speed again. Alright, campsite is that way. Tomato. Oh, no inventory space. We got all this furniture on us. Alright, so let's throw tomatoes in here, throw rice in here. Those go in there. I don't know why we had them on us. Probably because we picked up the chest and didn't think about it. Alright, so fiddles go in here. How do we got dowel rods on us too? What the heck? Okay, 20 boards and 20 there. That should allow us to make our wooden latrine. Yeah, those come first, so yes. Alright, takes care of that. And then once that's done, we're picking this up, moving it replacing all the adobe with our hardwood, and then we will place our other tables back down. And then we eventually can work on our kitchen. Mm. 4 minutes, huh? Alright, we're making the salads. We can go ahead and start burning the mortar. It's 120, 150, oh, not 150, 130. 134. Alright, we need to get this latrine done. No, what else we need to do is get more plant fiber for our gathering pages. That's more than enough. So now we're all set for that. Minute and a half. We'll get this latrine in, so we get another part of housing bonus. And then we'll work on the kitchen because we'll have to go get more wood. But we're getting there. So mining will go up quick because we'll start pulling up rock in order to clear things out of the way. The main craft room will be below us. So we'll make it 5 high. So that we could eventually put the glassworks in it. Or we'll end up moving it off to the side eventually. Alright, there is our latrine been made. Potty's in. Now we have a place to lay down. We have a potty. We have a table. We're doing good. Oh, you know what? I feel like something special. Oh, that's over here. I feel like rewarding myself. Oh, redwood logs. Damn. Okay, where's the redwood? Redwoods are across the... Alright, we'll start ourselves off and give ourselves a participation trophy next time. I really don't want to run across the desert right now to get a little bit of redwood. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. We have to give ourselves a participation trophy. Redwood, redwood. Give me a redwood. Give me a redwood. Where's a redwood? Not the big redwood. No, I want a regular redwood. There's one. Jeez, there's plenty of freaking spruce around here. Or firs. I think that's fir. All right. Now to run back. Seven minutes. Alright, we're building our participation trophy. So, we'll put it up next time. So, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be, and I'll see you the next time.